Okay, I apologize in advance. I look like crap because I just got off work. What I want to talk about today is number one, an update on Mr. Levi. He did really good yesterday, so I wanted to talk about that and about his boots. So yesterday kind of leads into the boot thing, so I guess I'll just sort of go with that. I took him to the dog park for about an hour. He ran around, he played frisbee, he fetched, like he thought it was fantastic. So I noticed after he played frisbee for a while with this guy that was there, he started limping. Well, I didn't really think anything of it because he's really uncoordinated, and so he'll go like running around a turn and he'll pull something and he'll limp for a little bit and then he's fine. And he was still running, playing, didn't seem to bother him too much. And then I kept watching him and he seemed to not be limping anymore, so I was like, okay, you know, it's probably just whatever. So I get him in the car, I put on his vest, and we head to class. We went to class. I mean, he was fantastic. He walked right in there, he just laid down. I think because he was so tired, he slept the entire time. It was fantastic, like you'd think he'd done it his entire life. And I was sitting there, and I looked down at him just to check on him, and I noticed that his paw has, like, they have their paws like this, right? And they have the pads here, and then they have their main one. Well, his main pad on both of his front feet, and I discovered both of his back feet as well, had a piece proportionally, probably at least like this, ripped off. I mean, it wasn't like bleeding, but you know when you get a, this is going to be kind of gross, I apologize for the mental picture here, but when you get a blister and then like the bubble or like the skin over it comes off, how it's that very raw skin, it's not bleeding, but it's just really raw and tender, that's what it looked like. And of course I was like, poor baby, and I got on my phone immediately and like, where can I get some paw wax or something? So, which actually reminds me, I'm going to grab that right quick. There's another option. Here's box. Where did I see it? I don't know if I drew. Oh, there it is. I threw it in the drawer. Okay. Okay. Sorry. I'm probably going to be too lazy to edit that out, so you're just going to have to bear with me on that one. So I went to PetSmart. We didn't go to the one that I work at because the other one was closer, so we went like more on the way. So we went to that one, and another big thing, he has never really been asked to work in PetSmart before, and I usually don't make him because that to me is like, it's time for him to be a dog. I think, you know, places like the dog park and PetSmart, like I like him to have places where he's just free to be a dog, you know, and it's really hard. So it was a big deal for him to ignore all the smells and ignore all the other dogs, and he did pretty well. I mean, obviously not perfect, but he kept his cool pretty well, and, you know, he responded to the Leave It and all that good stuff. So I was super proud of him for that. And when I went in, I ended up getting this right here. It's paw wax. It's by NutriVet. You can get it at PetSmart on the with all the grooming stuff, where the shampoos and like all that stuff. It shares, like the shampoos are on this side, then on the other side of the exact same aisle, at least in most PetSmarts, is all the medicine type stuff. And all your supplements are right there, all that kind of jazz. This is, you put it on beforehand, and it sort of puts a protective layer over their pads. Can't use it right now because his pads, he's got broken skin. But we're going to be using this just pre-play, pre-walk as a good preventative. I also got to tend to his boo-boos. I still had this left. This, I got it from Walmart. It's ProSense Antiseptic Medicated Spray. I got it from Walmart because I've never told the story in here, but he sliced his paw pad open. Like, not blistered like it is now, like sliced open gash. Because it's the apartment in Stephenville, and it's a college apartment complex, and so people thought it would be smart to break beer bottles, which point I still have never figured out, and leave the glass all around where the dogs run. And he'd been running and playing, and he got up to the apartment, and he got laid on my bed, and I realized his foot was bleeding. He had bled all over my apartment. I mean, it was a gash probably like that deep. Like it was like 1 o'clock in the morning. I was panicking. The only thing open was Walmart. So I like went and got gauze and everything. He had to be on crate rest for 2 weeks for it to heal up. It was awful. Awful, awful, awful. So I still had some of this left. For that, it's helps the healing process of minor cuts, flea bites, and skin irritations. Non-stinging formula with bitter chew deterrents. Okay, I even bought some chew spray for this dog, and I got a little bit of it on my mouth, and it was awful. I could not, like, I just, bleh, like, I could not shake it. He didn't even care. He chewed right through it. So I don't really put much stock in that, but whatever. Got aloe vera in it, so all that good stuff. And then there's also, this is Sulfadine brand, 3-way ointment for dogs. PetSmart also, same place as the Paw Wax, and this helps prevent infection, aids in pain relief, and helps relieve topical, bacterial, and or fungal skin conditions. I bought this on the fly. I was thinking to myself, I could probably just use Neosporin, but I didn't have any at the time. I felt really bad for him. It was helping with the pain relief type thing, so I went ahead and bought it. Talked to a pet trainer today, and she said that this stuff, if it's what she was thinking of, really does help. So, good $9. Now, back to the boots. The ones I didn't show last time that I got on sale were these. You can see they have a rubber bottom, and they're more like a sock type thing. They're all kind of bound together at the moment, and they have the reflective Velcro to go around them. I got these for $7 on clearance. Hadn't really put a whole lot of thought into ever really needing them. I just went ahead and got them. And after our little incident yesterday with his feet, I became more concerned. So I got ones that were called Paw Savers, I believe. I got them from PetSmart. They were on sale for like $27, but they run about $35, $35. I liked the fact that they were soft lining and they were entirely rubber. But because they weren't shoe-like these, they were very stiff. I put them on him and it seemed like he would have a hard time walking them. I was concerned about them staying on. And the way that it goes around, it has a Velcro deal like this that wraps around. But it's that Velcro that's not like this. You can hear it and feel it. It's that soft, more soft Velcro. But it goes around the outside like this to where the Velcro part's exposed. And so when we went to my session after the fact, and when he was laying on the floor, his feet were sticking to the floor. So I was sitting there right away going, okay, this is probably not going to work. They were appealing because, like I said, they were a little bit cheaper. They were entirely rubber. They seemed pretty durable, easy wash, all that good stuff. So I hadn't decided if I was going to keep them. I was talking to the pet trainer today, and she recommended the other ones that I looked at that we carried called Mutlux. They're from Canada. She said she had a friend who had a dog who was allergic to the grass, like would chew her paws crazy. And they said she cannot go outside without shoes, pretty much. And they bought these. She said they last them 3 years. Her wearing them every day. They look a little more like a shoe, very thick. They have two kinds. These are the fleece-lined ones for like $6 more. They also had the other ones that were not fleece-lined. The main difference is number one, they were on sale, so I don't know. They normally are like $54. I got them for like $47. But the difference, also PetSmart, the difference was that besides the fact that these they had in black, the other ones were like bright yellow. I'm like, okay, our whole point is to like blend in. So I really wasn't sure about that. These also have a reflective strap that adjusts here. And the little sock part, the ones that didn't have the fleece lining were just this tall. But these, actually, if you fold them up, can go up to be this tall. And that's another reason I got them, because he's sort of proportion funny on his legs. That bone, cannon bone maybe, I don't know what you would call it, is really long, so I was concerned about them staying on. So I went ahead and got these. I can't really show you, but they are fleece on the inside, very soft. They have a like suede bottom all the way from here to here. And then on the tip is like a leather type deal. And then this, you can kind of hear it, is waterproof. So they're entirely weatherproof. The only concern I had is I was like, well, will the fleece make his feet too hot? Because here in Texas, especially in the part of Texas I live in, we're not so much concerned with the cold, like the snow, as we are concerned with the heat. That was a big thing during the summertime, the heat. So we have not tried them on yet. We're going to try them for the first time tomorrow because I have to do some stuff at school, and he's going to come with me. So we're going to see how he goes. He actually walked in the shoes a lot better than I thought. He was picking his feet up a little bit, kind of funny, but he tolerated them pretty well. I did get a couple looks like, what are you doing to me? But he did pretty good. He sat, so he worked like a good 2.5 hours straight. Because he worked for an hour at school, then at PetSmart, and then another hour at my session. And he pretty much, like toward the end, I think he had to potty. So he was starting to kind of give me that look. But he made his comments, but other than that, he pretty much laid there and slept. And Robin commented on how well he was doing, and of course, occasionally he'd be laying there and he'd just go, with his feet, and we'd have to stop and laugh at him. But no barking. He did give me a growl as an alert at school. I totally, I just said it's okay, and he gave it up. I still don't really fault him too much for that, because I think once we train an alert to him so that he's like, okay, you can still tell me when someone's approaching, but you don't need to growl or bark. You need to like do this instead. I think it'll kind of take care of itself. Because right now, it's the only way he knows how to tell me something that he thinks I need to know. But other than that, he was really calm. He was healing really well. We didn't have any access challenges at school, which was awesome, because I wasn't really sure what was going to happen with that. My professor, he might have been kind of surprised to see him. I emailed him. I never heard back from him, so I was like, you know what? This guy's pretty laid back. I'm just going to go for it. And he had no problem with him being there. So yeah, I mean, I even had to like kind of scoot my chair, and he just walked right with me, and he did really, really well. So I'm super excited. Tomorrow we're making a trip, like I said, to do school stuff, and that's going to be fun. Ugh. Not looking forward to it, but he's going to come with me, and they're just going to have to suck it. He's going to be there. And then I have to go to school right after that, go to class. So we'll see how he does with that. But yeah, so Muttlux, that's what we're going to try. Let me know if you've had any experience with these, if they've worked for you, if they haven't worked for you. But they seem like they're going to be a pretty good product. So we're going to go with that. And yeah, I mean, that's all the update I can think of right now. So, haven't started on the light switch stuff yet. Been crazy busy with school and work and all that stuff. So hopefully I'm going to get that done pretty soon, working on that. We've been mainly just doing a bunch of public access stuff. Just going out, getting him used to being out, used to being patient, waiting for food. He's doing really well waiting at the door, delayed gratification, all that good stuff. Because that's his big thing. He doesn't understand the concept of delayed gratification. But he's doing really well, and I have quite a lot of hope for him, especially as well as he's done the last couple of days. So I guess that's it for now, and I will update you again soon.